Hey guys, Super Saiyan 30 here, and since marks the 25th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh, I decided to do a Yu-Gi-Oh related video. And not only does it mark that, but it also marked the anniversary of the 7th years of Duel Links, alongside with the 2nd anniversary of Master Duel. So in today's video, I am going to be discussing the top 5 reasons why Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is better than Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Now, fully noted, guys, this video is basically based on all my opinions, so you don't have to agree with anything I have to say. We all have opinions and we all have different beliefs and everything else. I will not judge you for that, but I will not tolerate if you call me an asshole or a retard or anything else like that because I said some things about Master Duel or Duel Links that you guys would not like to hear. So don't worry, I'm not going to be talking about praising Duel Links. There are going to be some cons for both games that I'm going to discuss. So don't worry. So please, viewer discretion is advised if you don't like to hear something that you don't want to hear. So anyways, let's get into the video. Alright guys, before we get into the topic of the video, I just want to say this from the bottom of my heart. Thank each and every one of you for taking the time out to check out my stream, my videos on YouTube, and etc. It means so much for me if you guys support and love my content. I put my very soul into it, just like how, Solomon Moto put his soul into his deck for Yugi, and Yugi still played it. That's how it means to me, guys. You guys really show dedication and love to my channel, and I will repay you guys tenfold when we get, become popular in the platform. Alright, back to the topic at hand. Gotta get back to the script. So anyways, guys, I know you guys are gonna say, oh, this guy's gonna be talking about Duel Links and how it's better than Master Duel. Yes, true, I am. But don't worry, I'm gonna be putting in some cons on both of the games. So don't worry, and a couple of pros in that general. So without further ado, let's start off with number 5. Alright, to start things off, first and foremost, I have to say the events were very lackluster in Master Duels. In Master Duel, it's be exactly the same thing, but with different summoning mechanics or summoning onlys. And most of the time, the events, they'll give you a good amount of rewards and all that, and that's cool and all. But over time, as you continue to play it over and over and over again, it starts to get boring and it starts to lose its taste and its touch in that order. And Master Duel's events, they weren't really that good to begin with. Most of the time when I used to play the game a lot, I wouldn't even bother trying to even go into the events. I just realized, okay, it's another bland event, so I'm not even gonna bother even touching it because I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the same thing over and over again. It's just dull and very bland. I just wish that Konami can step up the events for like Master Duel and make them a little more entertaining and stuff like that. Yeah, the one con that I do like though, you get a whole lot of rewards and all the other good stuff. So they do treat you with some goodies, but it still doesn't explain the fact that it's still dull and doesn't have any, kind of variety or pizzazz to it. Meanwhile, for Duel Links, on the other hand, has really good events that will be really entertaining to actually play, fun, and it gives you that adrenaline. It gives you it literally sticks it to you. The events in Duel Links also allows you to unlock variety of goodies alongside with event exclusive only cards that you can help to use to strengthen your deck for specific, cards. Alongside that, the big kicker, but people really play the events for, to unlock event exclusive characters that you can only unlock through the events. The very first event that I played in Duel Links was none other than the Duelist Kingdom event, where you can unlock Maximilian Pegasus as a character by collecting a requirement amount of star chips. And if you get that requirement, you will unlock Pegasus. And not only that, you will also unlock his variety of unique cards. Not only that, you'll be rewarded him as a character, but you will also get his signature cards such as Toon World and his Ace Monster Relinquished. And that was the coolest thing about that event. And if you want to 100% complete the event, do so. Duel Links actually rewards players if they actually try to put their heart and soul in the event. And not only that, they actually give you the variety to do these things and make it come to light. It makes you feel like you're the actual Duelist Kingdom arc, like you're actually collecting star chips dueling, so that way you can beat the big boss himself. And not only that, the difficulty of the duels are actually challenging. If you manage to defeat Pegasus a few times, you'll get an event where you could actually beat him at level 50 or duel him at level 50, where he's actually a monster. It took me 3.5 days to build a deck to beat him with, and I was playing the Pharaoh during that time because I didn't use Kaiba because I didn't have the right requirement cards for Kaiba for his deck, so I used Yugi like I was in the actual anime. So that makes me feel really cool and really good about it because it was fun and enjoyable for me to play. And not only that, if you wish to 100% complete the event, do so, man. Because guess what? They reward you as well. They will reward you if you 100% complete the event, where you can get exclusive card sleeves and dual mats alongside with profile pictures and all that other cool stuff to customize your profile and your duelist ID. They reward you for stuff like that. And the events just keep getting better and better and better as they go on, where they get more exclusive characters. They started from Pegasus, then we got Bakura, then Merrick, then the GX world, and then so on. And they also have a good twist to every single one of them. Recently, a couple of years ago, I think 2.5 years ago, ever since the release of the Zexal world, now you had the ability to unlock Zexal Morph, Yuma, and Astral. So as an actual ability, so if your life points get to a certain amount of low, you can use him in battle, which is a cool thing, which was also like an exclusive unlock character. And I hope they manage to keep doing this as Duel Links go on, because I really want to see Berserk Yuya in the game if they do manage to add Zark in there sooner or later. And there's a huge twist to it. For 5D duels, you can have a dual runner, and you can do turbo duels where you can do these certain abilities by using a speed counter. You can increase your life points, you can increase the damage that your monsters do, you can make 2 synchro summonings. Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. There are some cons with these events, though. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. They do get repetitive and they kind of get recycled too much and too often. Yeah, true, they add a few new cards, but we all know what's going to happen, and I'm not planning on playing it over and over again. If I have the character already, then I won't even touch that event. So it gets kind of boring over time. But if you do like to enjoy playing an event a second time, go ahead and do so, man. It's all you, and that's what you like, that's what you like. And not only that, if you missed out on some stuff, here's your opportunity to get your hands on the exclusive character or some exclusive cards. Now, I knew that the Duel Links was going to beat Master Duel when it comes to actual events. It was no contest, really. So this kind of wrap up for number 5. And now it's time to move on to number 4. When it comes to actual gameplay wise, there's no denying that Duel Links has Master Duel dipped on this. So hear me out before you guys go crazy. Yes, there are a lot of things that are missing in Duel Links. Limited spell trap card zones along with monster zones. There's no main phase 2. The hands are smaller. The card capability is smaller too. Now you can add up to 20 or 30 cards instead of 40. But at the cost, we have quicker gameplay. And not only that, for people that are beginners that want to learn the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, people could recommend Duel Links for them. And not only that, this game is really, really good for beginners because they'll be able to adapt and grasp the way how they play Yu-Gi-Oh! And not only that, there are tutorials where they actually teach the beginners, how to do tribute summons, fusion summons, synchro summons, XZ summons, the whole 9 yards. For Master Duel, they just straight up and tell you, alright, go on in there with your dueling skills, make me proud. They don't have none of that in there. I'm pretty sure the tutorial mode, they took it out. I'm pretty sure. I haven't played that game in a while, but correct me if I'm wrong. But When Duel Links' gameplay is much more fast paced and more, quicker, and it's enjoyable. And for Master Duel, it's more competitive on the more competitive side, and I can't deny that. But Duel Links does have some cons though. When it comes to competitive lore, it's not really recommended for competitive. True, there are some cards in that game that Duel Links don't really have, but it's more for casual players that enjoy the anime manga that would rather listen to the voice acting and all that other stuff rather than just being competitive and sweating. So I can understand that. Definitely understand that. But when it comes to actual gameplay wise, Duel Links is kind of a little more better. The OST also keeps it for making it more enjoyable. And not only that, if you're doing a clutch moment, if your life points are around 1000, the theme changes and goes to the high gear. That's the main thing that I love about the gameplay so much. So yeah, that kind of wraps up for number 4. Now let's get on to number 3. Now, when it comes to decks in the game, there are a lot of them that are considered bad. But in Duel Links terms, they don't do that. Because there are a lot of decks in Master Duel that are considered garbage. They suck, they're booty cheeks. But in Duel Links, they're really good. They're really good. Like vampires, zombies, super heavy samurai, like unique decks that you never see in Master Duel, but you will see them in Duel Links. There are a ton of decks that you will see in Duel Links that you will rarely, no, not rarely, don't even ever see in Master Duel. Last 2 months ago, I fought a guy that played a Destiny Hero deck. That man was rocking Dragoon, Dogma, the whole 9 yards. And for someone that mains Jesse Anderson in Duel Links, I played the Crystal Beast monsters. I had 3 people that I got respect from because I played the Crystal Beast. Because I played because I like the deck and how strong it is and how it's more technical on the defensive side. But also, Rainbow Dragon is one of my favorite monsters, hand down. But and when it comes to decks in that game, they actually buff decks that are very underrated and make them in the spotlight. But Master Duel, they don't really care about those decks at all. People won't even use those decks. And technicality, if you see someone that used that deck in Master Duel, they're going to go on a losing streak because the people that play the competitive decks in Master Duel, you're going to get every single one of your cards that you play negated in a heartbeat. So that's why people don't really use those decks in Master Duel, but in Duel Links, they're all the rage. So I know number 3 was kind of short and simple because there was not much to talk about. But now we're going to go on to number 2. Ho 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 ho. Aha, man. Good lord. I am going to probably get hate rated a lot for this one, but the meta game in Duel Links is so much more enjoyable than Master Duel. Because I've recently checked on the metagame for both Master Duel and Duel Links, and I have to tell you guys, there is a whole diff when it comes to metagame in both games. But Duel Links is way better because you don't see fucking ancient gear becoming meta. You don't see Gamdora, the Dragon of Destruction, become meta. You don't see elemental heroes. You don't see Blue Eyes White Dragon Cheese, even though I hate those cards for a passion. You don't see fucking elemental heroes or destiny heroes or rainbow dragons or super heavy samurai soldiers, witchcrafters, dark magicians, freaking the whole anything. Because every week or every month, there's always a new meta game on the rise for Duel Links that kind of like, ooh, that looks enjoyable. I want to play against that. And most of the time, I'd be in the Discord server for Duel Links, and I'd be running into a variety of cool people that play decks that are really rare and you don't see. When you play someone in Master Duel, you're going to play against someone that uses the same thing as the last guy did. So if you're thinking that you're going to play someone different that uses a deck that's out of the ordinary, think again. They're going to be playing something broken than the last guy. It's not enjoyable. It's not fun. It's not, because most of the time for Master Duel, yes, it's a more on the competitive side, but most of the competitive stuff, people get tired of seeing it and it gets revolting. And most of the people say, well, just adapt or just stop playing the game. Well, that just says a lot because you just like playing an unbalanced game. And I'm pretty sure that most of the people on Duel Links is pretty much having the time of their lives. I'm betting you that there are more people online active on Duel Links than Master Duel. And I won't blame them because I get tired of seeing people playing meta decks or playing hand traps galore. Now, before we all get to number one, I'm going to give you guys a bonus honorable mention, and that being characters. You can unlock a slew of characters in Duel Links, over 100 actually, from spanning from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monster Saga all the way to Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. For Master Duels, there ain't shit there for you. Just build the deck, get your cards ready, jump online. Nothing. No, nothing. Every character in the roster has an OST, but in Master Duel, you ain't getting no OST for your special deck. But anyways, it's time to jump down to number one. And coming in at number one, folks, no Maxi or Ash Blossom. Now I know what you guys are gonna say was Super Saiyan. They're hand traps, and not only that, they're good cards. They're good. They're no. They're just shut the fuck up. They're not. They're terrible. They're broken. They're cheesy, and it's not enjoyable. I do not want to be giving this nigga free cards just because every time I'm summoning a monster. Because if I choose not to summon a monster, this man's gonna one turn kill me. And not only that, if I want to activate a spell card to try to boost my monster's attack power or to add something from my deck to my hand, that shit's gonna get negated in a heartbeat. And what be killing me, what would be fucking killing me about those two broken ass cards, 92.6% of the people in the fucking Master Duel community will rock this shit. 3 copies of each of these broken ass cards. And all jokes aside, I don't like playing through any of that kind of crap. I don't. That's one of the main reasons why I stopped playing and left Master Duel to return back to Duel Links. Like, why should I go back to this game, to Master Duel, just to get everything, my whole strategy just negated? I had to, most of my wins be coming from either fighting against scrubs or most of the time when they do rocket 3 copies of freaking Ash Blossom and Maxi, they'll surrender because they didn't get the right cards in their hand. So I had to take L after L after L because people get carried by that broken ass card. And it's been 2 years, two, and Konami did not limit or nerf those cards. They are nerfing cards that are not even broken or let alone not even meta, and they're limiting them. They're limiting them like crazy. But meanwhile, people rocking Ash Blossom and Maxi are just running around scot free, ruining people's games, making people give up and surrender, or just giving them a hard time and giving them reasons why Master Duel is trash. And I see why. Because their balancing is absolutely dog shit. The worst balancing I've seen. Master Duel Links actual balancing system got some, yeah, they're kind of bad when it comes to balancing, but they at least they'll limit and nerf cards that are kind of used or overused a little too much. They actually strap down and make sure that hey, these cards are a little overpowered, we should do something about this. But the Master Duels say, hey, to play what you want. Oh, Maxi and Ash Blossom, hey, you can use them as much as you want. We're not going to nerf those cards because you know how much those cards mean to you. It's not enjoyable to play. I hate those cards. And for people that use those cards, I don't know how the hell you sleep at night. I don't. I don't. It just feels weird. I rarely play Master Duel now because I'm still waiting for the day that they actually nerf Maxi and Ash Blossom. But I don't think that day will ever come. So guess what? I will stay my ass away from Master Duel until then. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like. Comment on what you think about it. Do you think Duel Links is better than Master Duel, or do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. If you guys always want to stay updated with the channel, always key blast that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with the same universe 24/7, 365. Until next time, guys, as Super Saiyan 30 always say, I'll see you guys on the battlefield. See you guys later.